It's for Cloud9. They're going out mid without a smoke. They're just going to walk out. You can obviously throw one from here as well, should you require it, but
Yeah, there it
Perfecto to
is.
flash.
Late on the red smoke. Julie's in donut. 30 bullets of pain. Oh, when he's only going to get away with one. Traded out in towards the site now. Have to deal with Volt and Nealon.
Yeah, but there's two of them here. Perhaps the crossfire, you can see the distraction from Nealon. Maybe they overlook Volt on their clears. Oh, no, they do not. One to the face already. Feeling rather hard done by Yas to retreat, and Shiro will catch him. Just a flash of his legs on Temple, long range, and yeah, 2v4 for this retake. You can have Donut, Cloud9 say. They'll hold the exit. 3 to find up close, and a great shot out of Kios. Would have needed that second to be bang on the money instead. Isaac's pistols. Very pesky.
Well, there's a difference already. Cloud9 with a pistol round. In map number 1, they lost the T-pistol, but then won the 4-spy, and that's how they got a big spree of rounds going in that second half of play. But this time, pick up numero uno, and now can set their sights on dealing with this 4-spy.
Can't even fault Acor there. I mean, obviously he's expecting 1-2, not 4 when he rounds that corner.
And it was on that delay, right, as well. If it was quick.
I see what you're saying. By delaying it, it even more makes you think there's 1 or 2. Because it could be lane, they're doing something else elsewhere, blah.
It's not just the rush,
yeah,
right?
I'm with you.
They're going to fight mid here.
Hobbit, one of my favorite players to watch in this mid takes. They do flash through. There's a lot of bodies here to receive them, and that looks clean from the boys of Cloud9. Yep. They'll leave with 3 frags. A meager 1 to boast for Gamerlegion.
And they know that a flash came over, so that'll either be from A or just outside of middle here. So they have a good idea on where one of the remaining 2 pieces are. They just need to put a leash on Nealon. We're covering off right now in cave stage 1. He's searching with this 5.7, a pretty deadly weapon at this type of range. Hobbit needs to be careful.
I heard FaZe calling it Maze.
Yeah.
I like that.
We used to, I think, well, actually, maybe it was Matrix on Cobblestone with the stairs.
Matrix is a good call out too.
But this area here used to have boxes, remember? That was a bit mazy.
Oh, yeah. I don't miss the boxes. Now we've had
me
it
at
without
all.
it. It's so
Much
nice.
better.
Yeah, it really changed the map for the better. So do you think, were they calling Maze the first stage of Cave or the second?
I think they're calling the whole thing Maze.
Oh, the whole thing is Maze.
Right? Whereas like I call the whole thing Cave when it should definitely have separate names.
It should, but I can't. I don't like Jag for some reason. It just triggers me.
Is it even a Jaguar? Did we get down to
that's it. Someone smarter than me knows that there's like a certain animal that isn't in this region. Right?
Okay.
What is that?
I don't know.
Let us know. Hit us up on Twitter, @ESLCS, @MachineNeg.
But I don't want you to just tell me what you think it is. I would like your reference points. If you're going to do some study, I want some Wikipedia articles. I need to know.
It can't all be Cave, because there is 2 very different fights in 2 different dynamics.
And
of
it
that
means
part.
an awful lot, depending on what you have control of.
So it'd be nice to be specific. And Hobbit, hello, he's got the whole team in front of him. And fortunately, he's got Shiro with him. Dual Beretta double.
Wait, they would only have 1 pistol when doing the...
That's true.
But why do I think people in a Western would have 2 pistols?
That's also true. So we've got kind of almost conflicting assumptions
we need research on that
about
as
the
well.
Cowboys. So guys, once you finish with the Jaguar research...
and Caves.
Yeah, Cowboys and Caves does sound like a kind of post-hardcore album.
It's Trace's favorite movie.
You would like that one, especially because they'll probably be eating some red beans and ravioli.
His favorite meal as well. All right, well, into the guns. That was meant to be about Eco to give you the history lesson, but it can wait.
We'll put it in our pocket.
History ain't going anywhere.
Longer, that's the beauty of it. Oh, flash, perfect. Look at that team play. Gamerlegion catch Hobbit, completely exposed, and with a white screen, he goes down. Lots of smokes invested into this, mind you. 4, make it 5. Already deployed on the map at the same time. There's a lot more, well, time in this round. Oh, chipping away at Nealon. HE lands, the smoke is still up, and he'll actually crawl forward on it.
They are going to push this, curiously enough. This is on the fade, not dangerous yet, but if they round the corner, there's 3 players to deal with. Perfecto addressing it now.
He's aware. It's a possibility.
Not ready, though, is he?
No, it doesn't look that way. He's got help now. His crosshair will be on the money when necessary. 2 into Cave.
If they're throwing U2 from here, they are susceptible.
Yeah, well, that's the plan. Buster to hold him while he does so. So they're being considered about this. But oh wait, they must know there's another one. Did he throw the smoke?
It doesn't look like it.
Okay. He's got a full belt of util. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so Electronic, he eats that nade. They are really in trouble now, Cloud9, if they want to keep this sheet clean. It's their pick for a reason. And they'll flash and go. Turned it, deleted,
Not hard clearing.
Nealon, maybe. Oh,
wait,
spotted
Perfecto.
barrel. Yeah, Perfecto saw the barrel, and he will find him. That is an important frag that determines this round right now. Retake on. Isaac has the kit. Aiko on that AWP. Chip
They don't know
damage
where
from the
both of them
nade.
are.
Looking for answers. Opting for long side. It's currently unoccupied and smoke cave, so this fight happens here and now. Aiko, good for it. Need the trade out of Isaac as well, or at least provide one. No, the jump costs him. Shiro comes up clutch, comes up huge.
That's so funny from Shiro. If we could get the camera on that reaction again, he's celebrating getting it done with the 17 bullets left, then realizes I don't have the AWP. Quick, I need it. Give it to me now.
And it started, you know, this feels great from Hobbit. He watched that whole round transpire. Down and out early from the Isaac flash.
This is great start though, isn't it? And this is what, a 3-on-5 situation. Shiro has to take out Electronic to get it done, get it across the line. Lucky Perfecto spots the barrel, and here it is. Shiro, 17 bullets, he uses all of them to finish off the round and gets back his AWP for good measure. 4-0 start for Cloud9.
Here we go. This is the Cloud9 we've grown to expect in Cologne. Just ask their opponents.
It's not always pretty, and I think eventually it will be.
Yeah.
But it has to be a bit more gritty from this iteration, which is fine by me. Means a bit more clutchy CS, a bit more in your face than what we might traditionally get. Gamerlegion, back and forth they go, ping-ponging across the map. Well, neither side is being knocked on just yet. It is going to be all 5 residing over towards B now. Perfecto with a very, very passive stance. Electronic and Hobbit out middle. And I can give you this history lesson. So, once upon a time, there was an event called Star Ladder Berlin 2019. And there was a CIS team. Their name was Simon Gaming. They had someone you might remember called Razmik Boss, but a couple of other players that they had on that team. Nealon and Kios alongside of Perfecto. The 3 of them used to play together on Simon Gaming. And that was back at a major together. And it's been a different trajectory for a lot of them since. Kios seemingly making it to a major grand final. Perfecto winning one, being part of Na'Vi.
And Nealon on AG.
And that's, they're going to fight this.
Yeah, that's so good, but Hobbit saves Electronic. Can't believe he's still alive and he's allowed to contribute as well.
This is what Iem did, so you see him in combination with multiple different members. Isaac tends to be the A anchor, but as the rifler, you support middle. Sometimes your AWP will fill that void. And speaking of AWPs, Shiro. Okay, that's going to punish them a whole lot right there. Once bitten, twice shy. I'm not sure if we're going to see that type of mid-aggression again.
0, yeah, you just can't get through Shiro.
It's a great way to set up round number 6 here, and that's just straight off the back of the timeout that Gamerlegion took, so they were more than happy to play for that control. They knew what type of CD setup they were going to be opening the account with, and now scratching their heads, scrambling, and playing for info at least. So together...
Shiro's already considered this, and actually is being asked to drop some nades. He falls away.
Does Volt keep pushing, or does he just park the bus?
I think he will eventually. I think it will require some calls from his teammates.
What I like here, and we can use the radar as an example while we see Cloud9 taking this B lane control, is because he can stay in A main. If they do lose mid and they come through donut to A, essentially taking the A site, you have 180 degrees to have to worry about, right, as you entry in. So you're giving up donut and essentially A here, but you leave yourself a late piece.
Huge amount of nade damage. Kios, he's got a good idea that there's a commitment behind this, and the angle from A-Core not rewarded. He doesn't connect his shot, but woof, off the flash, confidence from Kios. And
another TK.
Just nailed Hobbit. What is that?
Yeah, there was nobody on the screen right there. That's a little bit unfortunate.
Super bizarre. It may not cost them though, Chad. I think, unless A-Core's feeling himself.
They gotta get past the AWP.
Yeah, that's a flash, and he's so dead. Perfecto. Can't believe his luck. Perfect flash from Shiro. Nealon will contribute one back, and Volt yet to frag. This would be a big time to step it up, find a little taste of victory here on your opponent's pick. But Shiro in this form is going to be hard to get through, even with that close quarters AWP. You'd think that would be a disadvantage, not in Shiro's world.
They've just dropped the smoke here. Will Nealon smoke cave or ramp? That's the question. Cave again?
Okay, now Shiro is locked out. Perfecto, he is ready. Takes the first. The second seems imminent. The fight is given. Volt will find it, but you really are going to be hard-pressed to get the defuse. Shiro, does he call the bluff? Does he push it? Forces him out. Goes wide. It's too damn good from Shiro. I mean, yeah, we talked about him yet to die, but that just does so much to the funds as well for Cloud9. They have got oodles of cash to splash, and Gamerlegion still yet to make a single indent into this T side.
I wonder how they're feeling about the TKs in the last couple here. Here is it. Bang.
Let's see this
Hello?
Sorry, mate. Yeah, no, the mouse, just the keyboard. I just kind of slammed it into the keyboard.
I thought I saw something, man. Do you want me to shoot or not?
It's the first time I've seen Hobbit kind of give a death glare. I didn't think he had it in him. The evils, as we'd call it in the UK. Or daggers. Isaac aware.
Good spot for this.
He is. He gets the first. Expected the trade. Hobbit, good to provide it. They have at least got bodies here, Chad. There's something to be said. Conservative buy. Keon's taking a gamble around the smokes, and wow, with Keon's hitting deagle shots like that and spotted out along. Oh God, they're all gone! GL, HF, and Gamerlegion are having fun right now.
That is a huge round to win. Hardly anything brought in the investment there. They have a set piece in towards the side. They lose one initially. I think the spacing is good enough. Hobbit gets the trade without too many issues there, but weeding around in some of their own smokes. Gamerlegion just surge forward, take the fight, catch them all in the choke point.
We cut away on Kios, right? But we saw it from his enemy POV. That shot onto Electronic. And then he got a little lost in the source. But this, everyone hitting their shots. It's Volt actually getting two in quick succession. Okay, a little bit of belief. A little bit of belief, a taste of victory. We'll see how short-lived that is.
Oh, Neelan's already put on notice here. Spammed on down to half HP, but Perfecto playing behind the flames there. Trying to spam him through the boards over towards B, so pressure being felt early. We'll draw the rotation point across. They've got 3 towards the B site right now. Acor in Donut. Zach dealing more spam damage. Not going to be confirmed.
Acor's drawn a line in the sand. Worried about lane.
Yeah, but Acor can stay free. Oh, when yeah, well, the reason I say that is because they have cave control still, so he wasn't worried about ledge, but still loses the duel.
And it makes it really awkward for the rest of them. Look at this. Already into Donut. Shiro's got ledge. And Isaac.
Oh, missed his molly there, didn't he?
Will they clear out Perfecto on this reaggress? Doesn't look like they will, so he'll have a very potent flank, but the information heard now. Hobbit aware, and instead pushing through. Electronic great on the swing. The precision and the speed by which he finds those shots.
Yeah, Volt's starting to back off now as well, and Isaac too, but they need to be extremely careful here because Perfecto hasn't moved from Polly's pocket. He's hearing steps. He's hearing a lot of steps.
Not ready for this at all. Clotheslined by Perfecto.
Well, he might not be ready for Volt.
Committed to this on the box. Definitely not where his crosshair's going to be. Nice work from Volt. He's rewarded for his angle. And his presence of mind for the hunt from Perfecto. But it does look like Electronic's not going to give in.
Towards that A side of the map, Volt with some good chip-ins. Keo's getting banana control on the T side. But on a map like Ancient, if your AWP can get going, get rolling.
Oh, wow. Hobbit rolls into Volt. Completely flashed off, but perfectly placed all the same.
Here's that AWP, right? So this is where Acor has to hit the first, and that'll be enough to stall them out.
Becomes a different round if they can get away from that AWP with the information. Util heard, so Acor's certainly prepared for this. And that's the shot he hit. Will slow them down as the molly ensures it.
It's essentially set up for this for the start of the round, right? They position him there immediately. They put 3 rifles to deal with mid. They trade 1 for 1. Cloud9 can't get that mid control. They go looking somewhere else. And now, Gamerlegion are actually ahead of them on the rotation here. They're just going to leave Acor over towards Temple. They'll play 3 rifles locking down this B site. And another note is just how much utility's left over. A couple of smokes to block out for B and stall out Cloud9 before they can get things going.
Vertigo map 2, ESL.gg/Twitch A about to get underway as Shiro's got 2 pushing into him and he's so ready for it. Even gets away. Hold on. Hold your horses. Nealon onto Perfecto, maintains this advantage that they so desperately seek. Flood Molly, oh, actually designed for Electronic to leave through. He can still get out. And will. Isaac confirmed. There's Nealon there as well. Best case save. Cover for the absence of Perfecto's funds. GL will be given that second, so there, you know, in terms of the A-Core posting it on A. Now, if you're an AWPer, well, how does the thought process go? If you want to stay dynamic, the round prior, you were responsible for donut and kind of just got out AWP.
If you want to do something crazy, right, and this is where if you're just going to continue to be used as that stationary turret to lock down a key component of A, and they want to mainly use the rifles, then what they're going to do is they're just going to have him float A, right? Because that's the best thing they can do. If they want to try and set him up for fights, it can be spawn based. If he gets a good cave spawn, he can run, he can take that fight, but they haven't had too many issues over towards cave early. If you go over towards B at the start, you might get executed upon and find yourself out of position. If you go towards mid, red is definitely going to be smoked, so maybe you try your luck towards donut. And that appears to be where he's starting. So if Kios retains this cave control, and we can highlight what I was talking about in the previous. So right now they know they're not completely crossed on mid, right? You have A-Core in donut, Kios making sure they haven't crossed B lane, and now he can step out. He's not worried about ledge.
Right.
His bigger issue is this Tetris box. You can see the focus there. If he would like, he could get a teammate to come over, maybe Isaac with a molly. But at this point, A-Core really just has to worry about the mid slip.
Well, they're aware that it's likely an AWP save, right?
They need to, yes. I think what they need to do, though, is try and apply a bit more pressure towards Kios on cave, right? Because it has just been him there a lot of the time. And if they were to get this space quicker, then they could apply a bit more mid pressure, and Hobbit wouldn't just be doing it running through smokes. But regardless,
I mean, I see Electronic jumping and Shiro firing off late on the swing. Yeah, but Kios, who get the early warning and turns his back on them. He's been run down, held by Volt as well.
They saw 3 there. Electronic would have seen 2 more players.
Perfecto dumping his util. Oh, and Hobbit punishes Kios for pushing ahead of the smoke. Nice one back. Nealon being hunted by Shiro. He's got the bomb on his back as he tries to provide an extra frag before that plant goes in. Extinguish and plant. They're all here now. And Shiro, legs exposed. He still hits the shot despite the damage. Hanging on, not from the nade. A-Core takes him down. The threat surely now neutralized. Only Perfecto with a Tech 9 Buster in that cave position. Gonna have to do it all now as Gamerlegion look to secure a third on this CT side.
Here. He can try and spam them off the bomb, but...
He could. Oh, he was just in the wrong spot. A little more to the right, but no, it's 3. And Buster, they'll let you have your M4. It's all yours.
All right, we'll scrounge you together a couple here at Gamerlegion.
It's 2 consecutive, the first taste of victory back-to-back for GL. The only other round we've seen was with those Deagles.
No, these last 2 are filling us with a whole lot more confidence, right? These are definitely better rounds to be winning here. We can see A-Core still not just being let off the tap here with that AWP. Same task, make sure that mid does not hemorrhage. Oh no, it's an A play from A-Core again with the AWP. So Isaac and Volt in combination for middle here. CLOUD9 not pressing the issue. They didn't even throw out a red smoke. And you can see early what the crowd control util is. A B ramp smoke, a cave molly, a deep mid smoke. So it's a late mid take here.
Yeah, they drop smokes for these to be thrown out. Going through the process. Buster's cleared out the forward position of A main.
They were just blocked towards donut here. Isaac just dropped the defensive smoke, so they will get out and get the mid control. But is the question pressure towards A, or is it a jump up and focus towards B? Well, as we see Electronic starting to lurk behind this. Ah, cheeky from Isaac.
Yeah, that is naughty.
I'm not sure that's exactly where Electronic wanted that molly to go either.
And that is exactly what Hobbit was waiting for. He looks for answers. Isaac, that is, and only leaves with a bullet between the eyes.
So the finish here, you'd feel it should be over towards B. You've still got Buster parked in main. You just cleared someone out of the donut position. You're going to go back and scoop up the bomb. You have a smoke and a molly available on Perfecto here.
Electronic.
Nice adjustment.
Yeah, he's looking like his old self. We discussed his pedigree.
This will just be the save here from Gamerlegion. So this one came somewhat easy. I like the molly in mid to deal with that scale towards red, but I'm not thinking that cost him his life. Just a nice shot from Hobbit. But they are hunting again, and this is something we've seen Cloud9 getting up to here. Happy to throw multiple bodies at the problem to try and remove any threats going forward.
I think Electronics also just trying to get away from that bomb radius. Don't forget, with 1 HP and
to travel to a different map, I think.
if you could try and get away. I think maybe Vault's corner is the perfect corner for Electronic. That's the way he wants to go. Goes down. Vault would have loved that last bullet of the spray.
Removing the AWP would be great, but this is a good position for Acor to save here.
Yeah, he hears a lot of them. He takes the pot shot. Okay, yeah. Fair enough. Leaves with his AWP. That's an important save. Cloud9, they've won out already on this T half, and the vibe certainly returning to them after frustrations in map 1. Third map for this, Mirage, worth mentioning.
And that's another map we haven't seen Cloud9 play.
Okay, another black
They only played 3 maps coming into today. It was some Ancient, some Anubis, and some Vertigo. And I think Blett pointed out on the desk that we'd be seeing 2 new maps from them here today. And the first didn't go very well at all. Inferno was all Gamerlegion.
Don't get to see this one too often. Isaac looking for a 900 bucks kill reward. If anyone's foolish enough to walk into his domain, it's Buster passive in this hold, aware that the likelihood for a close quarter pistol, never mind a shotgun.
The AWP is pretty scary here because they're trying to avoid it, right? Or at least they're trying to make the path of least resistance available as Acor. Now that it's noted, you'd like to see them move a little bit quicker here, but you still have to worry about a stack if you're Cloud9. You're worried about pistols grouped up, so you can't just run into this. You need to be diligent, and you need to make sure you have guns out.
Trying to slow them down on the rotation, but it's already happened. That smoke achieves nothing.
Buster has the bomb.
Buster has the bomb, and Isaac's shotgun. Rewarded! He gets himself the frag he was so desperately sought, and body shots. Yeah, it's a different round if he converts that. That was the bomb as well. Look at the damage. Neelan trying to disrupt the plant with a pot shot through the smoke perhaps, but no, plays upon the fade, and he's lost his teammate, so 1 and done. Csgo will...
Lacking their second best piece.
Yeah, and yet functioning competitively here.
Yeah, it's working.
Yeah, it's working. It's not shining. Most definitely, a bit more rough around the edges.
I'm not putting it in a showroom.
Sure.
You know, I would install this hot welder unit in your home, but it's not the prettiest welding job I've done.
Gets the job done. As Kios fails to do just that. Swings out.
Yeah, looked
spots
desperate,
2.
didn't it?
Gets nothing done. Neelan, 6 bullets left as he reloads and is pushed by the AWP. Csgo entering into the site there.
Crazy, only 3 deaths, huh?
Yeah. Even when he goes for pushes like that, you give me a sound cue, I'm going to punish. It doesn't matter what's in my hands.
Just looking at the opening exchanges here, Isaac has managed to win out 3, but one of those was with the shotgun, so that's a... I don't want to call it a non-starter.
Be nice. That's could have been a round-winning shotgun.
Yeah, no, true. That is true. Okay, I'll retract my statement.
Thank you very much.
So he's managed 3, Vault's managed 1. The rest have all been coming in for Cloud9, and that's through the lion's share of Hobbit. And that makes sense. He has a lot of action in early exchanges towards middle.
Yeah.
And more often than not, he's going to be in those fights. As Isaac showing why A main is his home. Csgo knowing that... oh, okay, I was going to say, I did just look at the final. I was like, Csgo knowing that somebody maybe could...
Youngsters roster, management, scouting, and strategy. A little bit of everything.
And a player once upon a time.
Yeah. Definitely been around the block. A seasoned veteran of the scene, and Hobbit, you could say the same as well. Major champion Hobbit. And he's just going to go ahead and nearly win the round on his own.
Well, we even spoke to... We were talking to Groove, weren't we, about the way they used to name spots?
Yeah, that was interesting.
Never became a content piece, that, but we had a good time.
A swing and a miss. And that is a bit of a swing and a miss from Buster.
Nah.
Look at the bomb, bro.
Yeah, it's okay.
If only Isaac pushed. Yeah, you're right.
If only he knew.
Yeah, if only
he had
were
X-ray.
cheating, Chad, they'd have known they had an advantage. Instead, this one's going to be a bit of a painful 60 seconds for both teams. They're both going to kind of wait for you to make the next move. There is an AK to be received. Perfecto isn't actively holding this, but Neelan's not feeling particularly invigorated to go for it. They're hunting him down now. He just had a little glance as well, so he's in the box. Horrible death for Neelan. He reacted in time, made it awkward for Electronic.
Well, Isaac does have a scavenged AK, and he's actually been very serviceable. I am surprised how long it has taken them to activate here. And when they pick up the bomb, after that kill, they might be lulled into going towards Isaac's domain of A main. Now, if his plan was just to save here, he might be saving the round.
24, do you really
They're
go
going,
B?
they're going A. They're going straight in. They're not going to clear this,
There's
they're not going to
no
clear this,
way.
they're not going to clear
Does he
this.
trigger discipline it? Does he trigger discipline it? This could be crazy.
Oh my god.
Both of them, both of them. Perfecto, the first. Oh, Isaac again! And they don't hate this.
Straight into 2 players.
Yeah, Hobbit, Dreamy, jumping, hard to track, and only the one. They've been flattened. It is Shiro, and he's already been spotted out. Ooh, Isaac, a fumble there, going for the plant. Shiro spotted out. Kios gets him down, but Buster's rotated through a 2-on-2. Not as much of a guarantee now. Plant won't be contested. This is a fight for A-core that favors him. That P250 rattles off a shot or two. He knows where they both are. Oh, but he's losing health rapidly. Kios tries to channel him away. A-core still getting whittled away out by Buster. He's got 10 bullets left to work this one out. A-core hoping Kios can hold the cross, but Perfecto does catch him, and now Kios is sticking around on the site, and Buster only needs 1 bullet to secure the pistol for C9. And after losing Donuts so convincingly, surprised that Cloud9 managed to get themselves back in, and you can see that it's all happy in the camp.
I don't think it would be if they lost that round, because you're bang on. That looked like user error from Hobbit, didn't it? It feels like it should be good for 1. You set up with the dual Berettas, unable to get anything done there, but regardless, no real issues. Down to the wire, Diffuse comes in, Cloud9 get themselves up to 11, and as you can see, top right of our screen, we have Mirage coming up next, and they just need 5 more rounds to get there. Now, Gamerlegion, with the plan, we traditionally would see a lot of teams go for a forced clear game plan, you would hope.
You certainly would. Opening kill is going to be a big determining factor of the lay of the land here in round 17. Electronic, he's already confirmed no one's beat the smoke, as it were.
Made a
Mid is
contact
not
up the ramp
occupied,
here.
and they are walking up. Yeah, this is just a jump spot from Perfecto. They've got a smoke line up, but they might be ahead of this. And ooh,
Massive.
he's lost his head as
Absolutely
well.
massive.
Kios, the entry, Braga, pedal to the metal and straight into their faces.
That is nuts.
He thrives with a good spawn.
Doesn't he?
Thrives with a good
He
call.
really likes to be in the thick of things. That just takes me back to Banana.
Yep. Yeah, we've seen it multiple times, even on Inferno on that mid take where he was just going through the mid smoke from the CTs. They'd flash him in, and he thrives in that environment. You just let him go. The crosshair will be in the right place.
That went much better than I think they determined from the timeout.
Right.
Hey, let's throw a bit of a mid fake here. Let's keep some attention on us. We'll throw red. We'll keep it busy. We'll HE to soften up. And then Kios is going to walk into B and rip off 2 skulls.
Yeah, slumped against the wall. No real counterplay, just owned.
Crikey.
And he loves looking through. Like, no one's...
I would too.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, you're seeing a lot of players actually... You'd think they'd want to keep their eyes on the monitor, you know, you don't get swallowed by your surroundings, but it's a rare opportunity to be able to make straight up eye contact with your opponent.
And especially if they're not looking back at you either, right? You're using that as the, okay, there they are, that's my enemy, this is who I need to put in the bin, right? And like, if you can internalize that and make sure that doesn't take hold of you, you can use it as a positive.
100%. I mean, for Kios, he's probably just looking at the 2 people he just owned. You know, they can say, hey, I know you.
Yeah, I can see you. You're not looking at me, and I wonder why.
There we go. Dead. Vault. An important kill. Go and walkabouts middle and Electronic. How much did he see? Because with Shiro now posted up, or he was looking at the ledge jump up, he starts to rotate to B, so they have a pretty clear idea as to where they're going.
Hobbit's here in this.
Ooh, good cover. Oh, how is Neelan not dead?
1.
Yeah. He's got all that util as well. You don't want to waste it. Perfecto, he's actually, they might assume it's clear because of the Molotov. Kios again with a nice beam to the brain of Shiro.
That was the bomb down in cave, but Perfecto would have had to have done so much more there, and I don't have high hopes for Buster. I think once he's noted, which is now, he shouldn't be too long for this world. The bomb's loose, still plenty of time to deal with this, and he's surrounded.
Nades out. Bomb going down. And oops, daisy. Won't be happening in the next game. And yeah, no wonder GL are going to be confident about that one, because these 2 rounds combined, these 2 rounds combined are food and motivation for the idea of a playoff spot in map 2.
Yeah, and that reality has really just come online with the Force by victory and now the Force by denial. Yeah, this has changed. There's a shift now. There's a clear shift here. Right, they didn't let Cloud9 have fun in the mud. That's a double red smoke. It's not the end of the world here. But this is where Gamerlegion not only believe they can do it, they are doing it.
They are, and one slight concern I would have is that Acor has the bomb here, and Isaac and him have both just looked away. Yeah, no, so there is just a little bit of a window where they both get jump scared, shot in the back, bomb is loose, rifles are recovered, and it gets awkward.
They're going to have to shoot together here.
Spotted. Oh, hell, no issue at all. Acor was not surprised. His eyebrows didn't even move. Shiro, last one on the naughty list, and there's a nice clean one.
Really comfy. Forced by victory back, you convert theirs, and now you get yourself an anti-eco against USPs with all 5 staying alive. This is fantastic for Gamerlegion going forward here. Nealon with this Mag 10 could even opt to call something quite in your face. And I'm interested to not see Cloud9 taking a timeout just to get groove on the mic to calm everybody down, because this is about to get real rocky real quick. I spoke about Cloud9 in some of their tighter matches needing some of these bailout moments on lighter buys. We're not there just yet, but if they lose this one, someone needs to be stepped up and accounted for here on the Cloud9 side.
Acor's been dropped a whole lot of utility. So it's very apparent that they plan to hit this site. Or is it smoke and mirrors?
I think they want to draw them off middle here, because Isaac and Volt look like they're still flirting with the idea of walking out mid, and well, mission accomplished. Take a look at the T-Donut smoke as well. They can scale across to red, because this will pull your red player to pull your Donut player. They don't have vision. Ooh, bit of a gap in that one. Maybe intentional.
Yeah, it could be, because it means that they can keep this channel open. Buster caught out completely. He probably got jumped out of his skin. As Isaac takes down that A defender, now looking for the finish into the site. Rotations are on their way. Volt, furthest man forward. Electronic reveals himself close on the L bend. Does do...
Bomb's on the boost.
A reload, and yeah, the bomb will be hard to retrieve. They have got time to work this one out.
They're trying to jump up.
Okay, awkward. Very awkward. No smokes at all.
Still going to go down.
Held at bay. Hobbit pushing in and caught by Volt. Now the smoke goes down from behind. Kios finds Shiro's AWP. Back turn, not ready, and 9 in the bank. Cloud9 fans start to bite their nails, a nibble here, a nibble there. Because as Chad told us, if they lose this one, it's a different conversation. 11-9 with the 10th seemingly on its way.
Yeah, it's so rocky here for Cloud9. This is the thing. It just has to be a partial investment here. Max loss bonus into the next. The guns can come back out, but that means it's going to be a 1-round game. And we're down the home stretch. I didn't think game... Like, that right there, I love that. If that smoke gap is intentional, if that's a play that they just pulled out of their ass, I love it. It looked perfect. The way that they both clear around the donut, nobody home. Not expecting that type of a maneuver at all. And Gamerlegion impressing here.
Electronic, first down. And Hobbit's Deagle goes looking. Perfecto's racked up another.
Not one of these.
What is going on? 2 successful Deags, a missed shot that Acor baits Hobbit's walk, but Shiro's there, and now he should have a weapon to play with. Yeah, not going to overstep the mark. He's not going to get too greedy.
They can still get the bomb back here. It's down outside the door, so you can see Isaac. 23 kills for Isaac alongside a Volt here. They're going to be able to scavenge back the bomb. They've got plenty of util to work with. And if you're Cloud9, you're probably thinking, well, they should venture over towards the other side of the map, right? We've sat them on their arse over towards B.
No armor. But a little bit of hope after these shots have come through. Perfecto. Spots out. Calls for aid. Shiro still worried about Cave. Crossfire is there. It's important to break. Volt and Isaac safe. And they were worried for a moment. I don't think there's too much more concern. especially with those nades out. That's lovely. You can see Buster's just going to have to wait this one out.
But they're gonna pull another one out here that they shouldn't have been winning, right? They were down in the dumps. They've lost to these Deagles. They lost their heads. They just stay calm. They waltz in. They don't panic. They don't go for the plant. They don't rush the issue.
Right.
They play off of each other. It's good Counter-Strike. And Buster, yeah, you're having a look. You don't have a kit. You've been noted now. And this is what we're talking about. 10 rounds for Gamerlegion in just a moment's time. It's getting low. He's doing damage. And now he's getting out of dodge. Isaac and Volt have done enough.
Okay, well, he does take away the weapons. There's plenty more cash, though, for Gamerlegion. And he'll go down as well. So they are still nothing but double thumbs up from the Gamerlegion fans and squad.
And there's so much money, even though so many bodies were just removed right there. Gamerlegion are going to invest right now, but Acor before the buy has 14K. He's going to spend an awful lot of that while pursuing the AWP here. These were some crackers of shots from Cloud9. Some good deagles. That's fine, but you're not going to get the round off the back of it. And I thought that was about to be the bailout we were talking about to get them fired back up and back into proceedings here.
That is how they manifest, right? Those players, they're capable individually, mechanically. This is an interesting call.
But if I'm Nealon, I'll just call the execute towards A that I did before, but not lurk through middle this time. I'd just be much more direct on A because there'll be so many bodies worried about mid still.
You do have to get past Shiro's AWP, though. So if you've got a good temple smoke, it's going to force him open.
They are throwing the same nades, or at least similar.
Waiting for their swing through. This is his chance. They know where you are now. Set for success. Gamerlegion are into the A site. 5 on 5 as that bomb gets punched in. Just about on the money. Buster's spray a little shy. And Acor's already posted. Shiro's trapped there. He has to worry about the back as well. Volt has got this held, and Hobbit's not going to be clear in his corner. He's going around the world as well. He'll be behind them. Now they know. Donut's going to be feeling like on a timer as well. Shiro's got 6 HP after that exchange. Bomb half gone. Volt's trying to close the door on the exit. Information flowing. Electronic is fragging.
He wants them to go for it.
Them to go now, and there's only 1 or 2 that can voice concerns.
They need Buster's kit.
Oh, on the bomb. 1 left, and they cover it off. I can't quite believe it. Electronic with the quad kill, and Cloud9 steal it back.
Daylight robbery right there, and Electronic, the general, they're roaming into the site. His teammates are thinking they're safe, and no, not on his watch. He clawed them. He pulled them. He brought Cloud9 their 12th. And it felt like Gamerlegion had that every day of the week.
Recap, because I think this exchange with Volt had them thinking, okay, that well, we've done it. Electronic nails Nealon Temple fight, and then covering for that defuse. Buster had the kit. It just, everything aligned so perfectly. And Electronic, that was all him.
Gamerlegion are going to be kicking himself.
No doubt. Is that enough to get Cloud9 back in? Look at this! On top of each other! Cirque du Soleil! Kios can't quite believe it. Gets 2 with the Mac-10. Shiro plucks him from the air at the jump. But that's a bit of a pace change and a lot of uncertainty brewing here. Hobbit, great find. Acor thought he had a gap, thought he'd heard the relocation of the AWP.
Volt can plant on B. Volt can get in towards the site here. He can smoke off, he can molly long, he can plant the bomb. Nealon, he'll get here in time. Volt could even constrict if he throws deeper util. If he mollies this up, yeah, he's bought a whole lot of room here.
Oh, they extinguish and
go. They have to. They need to apply pressure.
He's going to get that bomb down. Nealon charging to try and support him as Volt smoke to obscure. Perhaps he could slink into cave. That adds that possibility, and a 10-second defuse ahead of them. Both of them were in that mid stack. Both of those kits caught by the Kios rush.
15 seconds gone now.
Oh my goodness, what a recovery. Short-lived successes for Cloud9. They're capitulating. They don't have a game plan. No one's going. Now the molly comes through. Volt just needs to survive as long as he possibly can. 1 needs more. An extra frag is all he's going to take. I'm not sure. 10 seconds.
No
time. He doesn't have it. And Gamerlegion respond immediately.
No kit, both kits, Electronic. Look at it. Look, he's back on tilt mode. He's back in tilt.
He is.
Back in full force. It's like Na'Vi never left.
And you wondered specifically why Kios is making that eye contact. He's looking at his ex-teammate.
Well, check this one out. This is Kios again. You're sending this man in first. This is where he thrives. He's been an absolute monster today and getting space for the team on the T side. That's 11. That is 11 for Gamerlegion right now.
And Kios, he's been finding ways in. I doubt that smoke is something he's going to choose to disrespect. He'll just wait it out. A 1-round game. This was a 10-5 half, Chad.
And this is for the playoffs.
Cloud9 losing their grip. Shiro has not lost anything as he hits Kios upon the fade. quick reactions out of the Zoom banger. Setup is perfect to handle this, but actually Acor, despite the flash, he's hit his shot. And with Neelan successful as well, they don't have to rush things. You've still got a full 60-second round ahead of you. Hobbit holding the cave to lane and ledge. Acor making it clear he's actually occupying the site itself. Smokes aren't going to be up forever. And it looks like they want to fight before they frag. That's what they were waiting for! Okay, bomb lost. Buster's given him a real opportunity for Cloud9's 13th now. Acor's not ready for this, and from behind, Hobbit strikes and recovered. Gamerlegion constantly testing though, testing Cloud9. I thought upon the loss of Electronic, it could have translated into something more, but it's Buster with an important contribution. He's up to, yeah, a reasonable haul. 50 ADR.
Still stressful here because Gamerlegion have enough money for another buy. There's even an AWP available if they'd like it. It doesn't look like they'll be wielding it here, so AKs are plenty. Important rounds here for Gamerlegion. They have to bounce back. He's running through the flames. Neelan, he's just caught stranded in no man's land.
He's going to really regret that one. A bit of a fist-to-desk moment for Neelan. A fumble that leaves him in an extended disadvantage. Perfecto's angle.
Electronic's yelling here.
Yeah,
he's heard a lot.
Good idea, and Perfecto ready for them to receive. Kios and Isaac watching from the sidelines. Maybe Volt's got one in him. Trying to clear out Electronic, and it's not going to go well for him. Traded by Acor, but from behind, he turns around. Have really made Cloud9 question this Ancient at times. And Kios, he has been cracking open sights. We talked about impactful frags. Shiro, he spotted out one. He has yet to report a whole lot more. And with Kios breaking necks like that on the Deeg, he's still on for more. Yeah, Electronic finally shuts him down. They got the bomb down with only a single Deagle investment. The rest should fall into place here. Shiro's lost one in the smoke, and they're aware. Volt would need some divine intervention to stop and secure a 12th for Gamerlegion. It is going to be 15-11. And the run back into a 2-0 and playoff spot for Gamerlegion is certainly not going to be comfortable. Taking a look at the funds, they definitely can defend their honor here with every bell and whistle they desire, but...
Mirage up next, Alex.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it starts to get... I'm already speculating what we might be seeing from Cloud9 on Mirage.
Were you saying that's another map we haven't seen?
Another map we haven't seen of them, right? So you're trying to piece together in your head, where do you see the players holding?
Right.
You know, what are the key positions that you see these guys in? Not done yet. Same defense towards mid, the double molly. Electronic softened up here. A good job of keeping this mid control honest, but Buster with a whole lot of space here. Fortunate that Shiro's come along for the ride, means they've fortified A completely. Gamerlegion 3 outside B, 2 outside A, and they're coming to clear A main just as Shiro leaves. Buster, it's all you.
It is all on him. He's good for it. A safe pair of hands, and it pulls the trigger of that AK. Dispatches of 2 inquisitive GL members, and yeah, well, good luck to the remaining 3. Setup is good. Smoke on ramp, they can focus their attention here, and you're walking in. You better, yeah, hope for a very precise headshot, because this is a clean way to secure it. Certainly asking some questions of Cloud9 Gamerlegion, and a respectable scoreline with some high-flying performances. But Cloud9, still a hard team to put away. And they demonstrate that here in our final round as well. With 5 still alive, Hobbit is on hot pursuit, and Acor is gone. We go the distance.